Before investing in off-plan projects, I have realized that there are certain things many investors do not usually take note of. Now, before we go fully into the discourse, my name is James Aichems, your number one land banker right here in the very city of Abuja. And in today's discourse, I will be sharing with you things you need to take note of before investing in an off-plan project, because I have seen a lot of investors who invest in off-plan projects, and at the end of probably a year or 2 years, they return and then they keep saying one thing here and there, like the development of that particular estate has stalled, this and that issue. Now, to avoid all of this, there are certain things I need you to take note of, and that is what we will be discussing in today's session. Now, before investing in an off-plan project, I think the first thing a smart investor should do is to understand what an off-plan project is. But basically, off-plan project simply means buying into or buying a property while it is still under construction. In essence, the developer develops the property for a particular period of time and then hands it over to you to finally furnish it as you desire or as you wish. So in most cases, off-time projects take as long as 1 year to be completed, some 2 years, and in other cases, 3 years. The second major factor you need to consider before investing in an off-plan project is the reputation of that particular developer. Now, don't just blindly buy into any off-plan project simply because it is cheap, it is affordable, or as the case may be, but instead ensure that you check the reputation of that particular developer, because so many developers or some developers, they overpromise and underdeliver, and some, they can start the project but after 6 months the project stops and the project stops, and then you keep asking, oh, why is the project not continuing or ongoing? And then you keep hearing one story here, one story there, and then probably after a while you give up and you say, oh, this is how all real estate people are. So check the reputation, check the integrity. Beyond the things you see online, beyond the paparazzi and all the noise they make, ensure that you go and ask questions. Ask people, do you know this person? What can you say about this person? What is the integrity level of this particular person? It will give you an insight whether to invest in that particular project or not. So don't be a victim. Ensure you carry this out. It will save you a lot. At this juncture, I need to add that there may be some developers who probably, that may be their first time developing that particular estate. So they may not have that particular track record for off-plan project. What do? Check the previous work they've done and check those they've worked with previously. You can get to know a lot about them. Now, besides checking the track record of that developer, the third thing I need you to consider before investing in any off-plan project is to check the refund policy of that particular project. As a matter of fact, so many developers, as time goes on, probably when the project stalls, refunding becomes a very, very difficult issue. And then most times, it even becomes a court matter. And then you start going from one court to another simply because you invested in a particular property. To avoid this, ensure that you read the terms and conditions of your particular allocation carefully. Ensure that that clause is put most times, because if it is not there, it means you may not likely get a refund where a problem or a matter arises as the construction is ongoing or so. But then, at the end of the day, I also want you to know that off-plan project works. And in most cases, it might be one of the best investments you have ever done. However, ensure that you do your investigation properly so you don't fall victims, because there are a lot of bad eggs out there and you must stay protected. And how you do that is that your eyes must be wide open. Ensure that before entering into any agreement, you fully understand the terms of that agreement. Ensure that that land is government approved, and always play safe by the side of the law. These are the best ways of enjoying off-plan projects. So my name is James Aichems. I am your number one land banker right here in the very city of Abuja. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and very important, turn on your notification bell so you can continue to receive latest tips from us as soon as any video is released. Now, see you on the next one. Bye bye.